Junior Board of Directors is proud to support Faribault Community Television.
Hi, I'm Dr. Corey Miller with Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center. Today I want to talk about 5 things that I wouldn't do as an ophthalmologist. So the first one, I would never rub my eyes. The reason for that is rubbing your eyes causes a mechanical force on the eyeball itself, which over time can actually lead to something called keratoconus or ectasia. So it can weaken that cornea and actually cause you problems in the long run. Number 2, I would never sleep in my contacts. So if I wore contacts, I would not sleep in them. I've seen too many infections of the eye and the cornea from people who've overworn their contacts and slept in their contacts too long. So I just wouldn't do that for the overall sake of the health of my eyes. Number 3, I would never do something without proper eye protection. Grinding metal. I would want to have full kind of face protection, eye protection, kind of even doing yard work or mowing the lawn. I've seen a lot of injuries come from people who just didn't have proper eye protection. I've even seen, from as simple as just a piece of metal on the surface of the eye that doesn't cause a problem to the whole eyeball basically being cut open because of some flying projectile that's come and damaged the eye. Also with that, I would probably never be outside next to somebody who's mowing with their lawnmower. I've seen a number of injuries, unfortunately, from family members who've gone out with whoever is mowing and then gotten hit by either a rock or a stick or some sort of projectile that's caused injury to their eyelid or eye itself. Number 4, I would not use Visine. Visine has a medication that constricts the blood vessels of the eye, which temporarily does make the eye more white appearing, but when used over time, actually can have a detrimental effect on the cornea, and you can have even worsening redness of your eye. So I would just avoid using Visine. Instead, I would use artificial tears. Even Lumify is better than a Visine. And finally, number 5, I would not ignore a new vision symptom or new problems with my vision. So if somebody is having new floaters or black dots in their vision, worsening of their vision, waviness to that vision, significant eye pain, those are sort of things I just wouldn't ignore. I would reach out to my eye doctor and try and get in and get that taken care of. So I hope this is helpful. Maybe next time we can come up with 5 more things that I wouldn't do, because there's probably more on that list. But have a good day.
Hi, my name's Zach McCarty, and I'm the Minnesota Green Corps member serving here at Riverbend. Here's what's happening at the Nature Center in the month of February. February 3rd, we have our full moon snowshoe luminary hike. We encourage participants to come out, enjoy the full moon on trails with packed snow. Snowshoes will be available for rental, but participants are welcome to bring their own. Please pre-register, though, for an entry time. Cost will be $10 per member or $15 for non-members for those bringing their own snowshoes. For those looking to rent, the cost will be $15 for members or $20 for non-members. Children under 5 are free. On Saturday, February 4th, we have our free Bagels and Birds program at 10 a.m. And as well, we have at 12:30 an All About Owls program where participants can learn all about owls, both around Minnesota and here at Riverbend. The cost is $5 for members, $10 for non-members. On Tuesday, February 7th and Tuesday, February 21st at 9:30 a.m., we also have our Little Sprouts program. On the 7th, our topic will be animals in winter, and on the 21st, our topic will be sounds in nature. The class is open for children from birth till 5, and the cost will be $5 per child for members, $10 per child for non-members. On February 8th and 22nd at 4:30 p.m., we'll offer Wellness Wednesday programs. For those looking to get a guided snowshoe hike with Riverbend naturalists, this is the program for you. Cost will be $5 for members, $10 for non-members once again. On February 13th, then, we have a homeschool program where participants will learn all about ways to observe nature through journaling. The cost will be $10 per child, and the program will start at 1 p.m. Next, on February 15th at 12 p.m., we have our monthly Lunch and Learn. Ray He, a local Northfield farmer, will come in and talk about his experiences with regenerative farming through the eyes of chickens. Finally, then, on February 18th, we'll be offering at 10:30 a.m. drop-in paper making. So for those looking to know what to do with those old scraps of paper, this is the program for you. Cost will be $5 for members, $10 for non-members. Another cool program happening this month is the Northfield Master Recycler Composter class that I and other Riverbend staff members will be teaching, and it is done as a partnership between the City of Northfield, Carleton College, and Riverbend Nature Center. Every Saturday for the next 6 weeks, we will be teaching passionate Northfield residents how to become knowledgeable waste management advocates in their community. Activities will include guest speakers, at-home composting experts, and the part I'm most excited for, a personal tour of the Rice County landfill. Once these 6 weeks are up, participants are encouraged to complete 30 hours of volunteer work to receive their official Northfield Master Recycler Composter certificate. So if you or someone you know is a Northfield resident interested in earning the coveted title of Northfield Master Recycler Composter, reach out to us here at Riverbend to register today while spots are still available. Thank you for watching. Please come out and visit us here on the trails at Riverbend.
Hello, I'm Paul Panoski, Parks and Recreation Director for the City of Faribault. Just giving you a little bit of a monthly update. Want to just remind everybody that still time to get outside with the weather like it is. The ice rinks are open at Jefferson. We also have the ice rink open down at the Crooked Pint. And then the sledding hills. Get out and enjoy some of your wintertime activities. We are rescheduling our family free throw contest, which was originally scheduled earlier in January. That will be on February 4th at late in the afternoon. So if you could please contact the community center and pre-register for that, we would appreciate that. Also for youth programs, we have a floor hockey program beginning in February, so you can get registered for that as well too. For the adult side, we have the Adult Spike Fest coming, which will be in early March, and that is a fundraiser for our Tommy Allen Scholarship, which provides scholarship opportunities for youth to participate in different types of programs that we offer. We have CPR classes coming up in late February. We have a lot of fitness classes between our group exercise, our yoga and Pilates classes, our water exercise classes. We have lots of lap swims. So check us out in the Buckham Bulletin or look us up online and we'll get you that information is available there, or give us a call down here at the community center. And lastly, just a reminder for those of you that are working on picnic shelter reservations for the summer, beginning March 1st, we will start taking full reservations. So I know that those first 3 or 4 days are quite a race to get the shelter that you're looking at for the summer. So we encourage you to just plan ahead and be ready to go on March 1st right away in the morning and get yourself registered and get the shelter that you're interested in. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Chad and I'm the pharmacy manager at the Hy-Vee here in Faribault. And today I'm going to be talking about the shingles shot and the new coverage through Medicare. So as of the first of the year, most Medicare plans now pay for the shingles shot so that the patient has a $0 copay on it, whereas before it was quite expensive. So you guys can all come in for your shingles shot, and we have plenty in stock. There's no appointment needed. We'll just have you fill out a form when you get here. And the tetanus shot also, if you're due for that also through Medicare is now covered with most plans. So we look forward to seeing you, and if you get your shot and want to transfer your prescriptions in too, that would be fantastic. We'd love to have you. Thank you.
3 weeks into 2023, and with 52 inches of snowfall for 22 and 23, we are in winter already. Congratulations to all those waiting for an old-fashioned winter. You've got it. While the white stuff has been piling up, our office has been making good use of our indoor time, planning an exciting year of activities. We've got some major events coming up in the next couple of months, starting with February 10th, our annual Chamber Business Gala. This year we'll be highlighting the growth of the Chamber Trust and celebrating new efforts with the Faribault Industrial Corporation, along with the ceremonial passing of the gavel from Suzanne Terry to Jody Long. We will also be welcoming new board members Joy Watson, Jeremy Chavis, Molly Tichenall, and Nate Chappie. Call our office at 507-334-4381 for ticket information. The Faribault Chamber is very excited to host our legendary flannel formal again this year on March 11th. This popular fundraiser has been going on since 2016 with a small break due to COVID, and then attendance increases every year. The Main Street Board came up with this idea while brainstorming about raising awareness and cash for our program. Along with these events, we've been closely following the scene at the Minnesota Legislature. The Chamber is in the process of fine-tuning our economy-friendly agenda, and we'll be sending out a survey in the coming days for our members to help determine top priorities and policy positions in which we'll support at the Capitol. One of the most important conversations will be centered around proposals for a mandated employee leave for up to 24 weeks per year. While the concept has merits from a social perspective, it'll add an additional employer tax in Minnesota, where we are already ranked 6th worst in business tax friendliness by the Tax Foundation. We're also ranked 5th highest in personal taxes by TurboTax. It will be important for us to weigh business input as we put forth our advocacy efforts, so please respond to our survey.
Hey everyone, it's me, Miss Denny, your favorite children's librarian. Thanks for joining me. I'm about to tell you everything happening at your library in February. Hey, did you know that February is I Love to Read month? It is, and you should stop in the library and celebrate by checking out your favorite books. So here's what's going on in February. We are going to have a gardening program presented to you by our intrepid master gardener, Lisa. It will take place Thursday, February 2nd in the library's Great Hall. Lisa will be taking you through the steps needed to grow a successful garden. I think a garden is a perfect thing to think about when it's a snowy, cold month and start planning ahead. This event is free and registration is requested, however. Call the library if you would like to attend. Again, that's Thursday, February 2nd from 6 to 7. Our Teen Advisory Board will meet on Monday, February 6th at 4:30. TAB is what we call it for short, is for youth in grades 6 through 12, and we meet once a month to discuss ways to make the library even better for youth and their families. If you are interested in joining TAB, get a hold of me. You can call, email, or stop in the library, and I will get you an application and tell you about all the requirements for membership. Story time continues in February. We're currently offering it in a variety of formats. On Tuesday nights, you can find me on the library's Facebook or YouTube page at 7 o'clock. Again, that's Tuesday nights. I'll be sharing a short bedtime story. That's with our 5-minute bedtime story series. You can find the playlists for those on the library's Facebook or YouTube page, and they're available to view at any time. If you want to join us on Zoom, that's on Wednesday mornings at 10 a.m. And if you'd rather join us in person right here at the library, we have story time in person Thursday mornings at 10 a.m. Don't forget, once a month, ECFE will have Stephanie joining us to do some crafts and projects after story time. So this month in February, she'll be joining us after the Thursday, February 9 story time. Hope you can make it. Our book clubs for youth will continue in February. Books and Brownies, which is for grades 2 through 5, will meet on Monday, February 13 from 4:30 to 5. The assignment for this meeting is to read a cookbook or a craft book of your choice and come prepared to share about it. Pizza and Pages, which is our book club for grades 6 through 12, will meet on Monday, February 27 from 4:30 to 5. The assignment for that book club is to read a mystery or thriller, any book in that genre of your choice, and come and share about it. Now, for both clubs, registration is highly recommended, and you can register very easily just by calling and talking to me or sending me an email or a message through the library's Facebook page. Hope to see you at one of our book clubs. Buckham Book Bingo, which is the library's winter reading program for adults ages 16 and up, started back in January on the 3rd, but it continues all the way through the end of March. So if you haven't signed up yet, no worries. You still have plenty of time. Stop in the library and register. It's very simple. It's just your name and phone number, and that will get you a reading log with lots of fun reading and activities to do. And then there will be weekly drawings for prizes and a grand prize at the end. So again, if you haven't registered yet, no worries. Stop in. Any reading you've already done since January 3rd still counts. So don't forget to sign up for Buckham Book Bingo. You could be the grand prize winner. Stitch a Bit is our knitting, crocheting, and needlecraft group. They meet with no registration required. You just bring your own project to work on and join us in the library's makerspace. The dates for February are Friday the 3rd from 10 to 11 in the morning, Monday the 6th from 6 to 7 at night, and Friday the 17th from 10 to 11 in the morning. Our library director, Delane, leads this fun group, and I think you would love to join them if you are someone who likes knitting, crocheting, or needlecraft. So-and-so is another opportunity to join at the library and create those awesome cloth boomerang bags that you can use over and over again for your library materials. That is led by Lisa, who is so much more than just a gardener. She's also a master seamstress. So join Lisa on Wednesday mornings in February from 10:30 to 11:30 in the morning for So-and-so. No registration is required as well. Just stop in. Ellen leads a ukulele group called FUN, the Faribault Ukulele Network. She's been doing this for a long time now. We call her our resident ukebrarian. And if you're interested in joining FUN, you have to be at least 16, have your own ukulele, tuner, and music stand. You need to know how to tune, strum, and hold a ukulele in order to play. And you must be able to play at least 5 chords. And then if all of that is accurate for you and you want to join this awesome group, contact Alan. Either call her at the library or send her an email or a message on the library's Facebook page, and she'll get you all the info you needed to join FUN. Now, if you're like me and you are not magically adept at a ukulele, you can join Alan for one-on-one appointments with Uke Can Make Music. So shoot her an email, give her a call, and set up an appointment, and she'll get you going on learning how to play the ukulele. I want to mention, too, the library will be closed on Monday, February 20th for President's Day, and we'll reopen with our regular hours on Tuesday, the following day. Our regular hours, by the way, are Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Friday and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. However, again, we are closed Monday, February 20th for President's Day. Join us on the last day of February, the 28th, for an awesome all-ages, family-friendly concert in the library's Great Hall. This will be presented by The Reminders. Again, that's February 28th. It's a Tuesday, 6 to 7 in the library's Great Hall. No registration required. All ages welcome. It is free, and it will be ASL interpreted. This performance is part of Rochester's Civic Music Artists in Schools residency program. I think you're going to love it, so don't miss it. Mark your calendar now so you don't forget. You can grab a state park pass to use for free from your library. We have 3 of them. They're available first come, first serve. And if you get lucky and stop in and one is available for checkout, it's good for 7 days. They do not renew. They don't need to be returned. You just recycle them when you're done. So stop in and check out a state park pass if you want to go, I don't know, snowshoeing or cross-country skiing or otherwise some adventure winter hiking, maybe a fat bike. Super fun. We have those available as well. We have adventure kits here at the library. This collection grows more all the time. We just added a brand new one. It's one of those scanner tools where you can check out the diagnostics on your car if something isn't working right and see what's wrong. In addition, we have a 3D printer, Dungeons and Dragons, a rock hounding kit, a bird watching kit, knitting kits, and so much more. These are all available first come, first serve. So stop in and see what you can take home from your library that isn't a book. And don't forget, we are fine free. So no worries if you are late returning your library materials from our library, you will not be charged a fine. That is already over a year that we've celebrated our fine free fantasticness. And then don't forget to check out the library on YouTube or on Facebook. We have so many videos out there that you can enjoy. I already mentioned I do the 5-minute bedtime stories. There's also First Chapter Fridays where we looked at the first chapter of this year's Maud Hart Lovelace nominees. You can see some of those on the screen there. And then I just did Star of the North, which is the Picture Book Award nominees. And voting for both of those awards is in March. So you still have time. Check out those videos. You'll also find Linda doing her take and make crafts. Lisa's got some sewing and gardening videos. Alan has ukulele videos, and Bob has some for the 3D printer. If you have any questions, want to know what's going on here at your library, stop in. First of all, I already mentioned we're open Monday through Thursday, 9 to 8, and Friday and Saturday, 9 to 5. You can check us out online on our website, our Facebook, our Instagram. You can call us on the telephone, or you can send us an email. We would love to hear from you or see you here in person at your library. Take good care, friends. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Hi, I'm Dave Nichols from the Rice County Historical Society, and today I have with me Sue Garwood, our Executive Director. For those of you that don't know, Sue is actually going to be leaving us in March, and for a very good reason. Sue, you want to tell us what your good reason is?
You bet. I've been in a long-term relationship with a gentleman named Mark Muir. He is a New Zealand citizen, and we are going to get married, and I'm moving to New Zealand.
Wonderful.
It's pretty amazing. But to be frank with you, only love could take me away from this historical society. I love it that much.
Right. So I thought that it would be a good opportunity for us to interview you
Sure.
as you leave and ask you a few questions about the 20 years you have spent here at the Rice County Historical Society.
Yeah, 20 years. Started June of 2003.
Okay. So that was going to be my first question.
Oh.
When did you start?
Yeah, June of 2003. Yep.
Okay.
I had, and it's almost 20, almost
Sure.
20 years here.
Sure.
But it's been almost 34 years of doing history in Rice County, because of course
Wow.
I was at the Northfield Historical Society as their executive director. I was there for a total of 12 years. And then I was at Carleton College for 3. So my entire professional career has been in Rice County. In fact, I was doing the math. I believe I was 22 years old when I started at the Northfield Historical Society. I was so very young.
Look at you. All right, so you started in June of 2003.
Yeah.
when you started, you had been the executive director at Northfield for 12 years.
Right.
So you had a little bit of something coming in.
I did.
Okay. In the time that you've been here, what would you say you're the most proud of?
Oh, Jiminy Christmas.
Big question.
Oh, wow. This shouldn't surprise you because we have worked together for 3 years, so you know me. I don't have a single
Right.
one answer, but rather a list of things that I'm really proud of.
Sure.
I'm proud of the volunteer group that we have been able to bring to the Historical Society. You know, as an institution that's approaching its 100th anniversary, it has always been dependent on a strong volunteer group that's done everything, and that's a lot of pressure for a legacy of all that has happened before us being done by volunteers, to make sure that we have an environment that is a pleasant place to be.
Right.
And I'm really proud that we've been able to continue to maintain and add to and grow our volunteer crew. I'm particularly proud of the addition. In fact, the room that we're in, the Carlander room, is a part of that. I can't take full responsibility for it. In fact, it was made possible by the county, and a whole host of volunteers before I even arrived started making the case for that need. But I was a part of the design and the functionality of the space. The compact shelving. Again, these are all things we've talked about on FCTV, but that compact shelving has been transformative to our ability to do work. The barn, the Pioneer barn that we use for agricultural education near the log cabin. The fact that in the last few years we've put $250,000 worth of work into the Faribault house. That's been an uphill climb, but so critical to its preservation.
And it's a climb yet to end.
Exactly.
But
So, you know, the programs, and I guess like I said, there's
everything's
yeah.
So when you started in 2003 versus today, the world is slightly different, in case you haven't noticed.
It is. In fact, when I walked through the door in 2003, there was no email. There was no internet in the building.
Sure.
There was no email, the museum didn't have a website or any of that. It had a network. There were computers here, of course.
Sure.
And they were talking to each other and so on, but they weren't reaching out into the rest of the world. So that was actually one of the very first things that I did, was bring internet to the building. I mean, that's how long ago that was.
So that leads me into my next question then, which is, in the almost 20 years that you've been here, what do you think is the biggest change the organization has gone through since then?
Great question. Biggest change. I think I have to repeat that it is the internet, the connection to the internet. And I think about that not just because we joined the internet, but the Dolby database. All of those other things. We could not even do our job today without the internet, because of all of the email communications and the research and all those sorts of things. So just in terms of how we operated on a day-to-day basis, when I walked in the door between now, it would have to be the institution's connection to the internet, and then as a world, so many things have been, I mean, people are constantly uploading and adding things to the internet, not even just ours, but Family Search and Ancestry and all of that have blossomed in that time period. And so really how one does research has changed dramatically, and as a result has impacted us.
Yeah. So as I mentioned, Sue is leaving in March, and I'm going to ask you a big question. What are some of the things you're going to miss about being here?
Oh my.
Besides everything.
Well, everything. The people, being a part of sharing the story of Rice County. It has been what has occupied my mind and my knowledge base and all of that sort of thing, and to not be able to share that with people for whom it's meaningful will be hard. But the people, it's a pretty great team down here, volunteers and staff, and board of directors and everybody, so I'm gonna miss you all.
Well, thanks for chatting real
Yeah.
quick. I know you're in the middle of a billion different things. as
Billion
we get
things.
ready to leave.
Yep, and I am still here for a bit, so, yep, very, still wrapping up a few things and making sure that that transition, that's really, I guess, the
Right.
thing that's so important to me, is to make sure that the transition to the next executive director is not only smooth, but really sets the museum and the next ED up for success.
Right.
That's so important to me.
Great. Well, again, thanks for sitting down and chatting with me while we had the chance. And thank you. As always, if you get a chance, come on down to the museum. We're open 9 to 4, Monday through Friday, and we look forward to seeing you. The Rice County Historical Society, preserving the past for future generations.
First United Bank and the Junior Board of Directors is proud to support Faribault Community Television.